Hey everyone, my name is Marty Silver Fox.
I'm KFC Dad, and this is the championship predictions, the midweek championship predictions for week number
32.
It is. First of all, we just want to thank everyone that subscribed to the channel. We have reached our target.
Yes!
We have reached 6,000 subscribers, and that's thanks to you guys.
Thank you for the positive vibes.
Yeah. So we have set a new target now, and we are going for 7,000 subscribers.
We're trying to build.
We are going to try and build. So if you watch the channel, and there's many of you that watch the channel but don't subscribe, I mean at least half of you, so hit that subscribe button and the like button.
Come on.
We still haven't reached 50 likes yet, so remember to do that, and thank you very much to everyone. It's greatly appreciated by the both of us and Wesley Schnauzer. Okay, so let's do the scores from last week. Now, in third place is Wesley Schnauzer. He has 141 points. In second place is Mayan the Silver Fox. He has 176 points. He's only 8 points behind the leader, which is KFC Dad with 184 points.
I'm coming for you, mate.
You say that every week.
I'm getting closer. I'm closer.
You are getting closer, let's be fair. You are getting closer. But you're not there yet. And of course, guys, let's not forget, we have a little canine friend who is part of the team. His name is
Wesley Schnauzer.
Wesley Schnauzer, yeah. He will be prediction. He's the only walking, talking prediction dog in the world. And he will be predicting the championship week 32 games.
Oh, he's mischievous.
He's very mischievous, yes.
And cheeky boy.
Okay, guys, let's dive into the fixtures, and game number one is
Coventry City against QPR.
Coventry City against QPR. Now, Coventry City, they lost their last game, didn't they? 2-0 against Leeds, but they did play well, didn't they?
Yes. And honestly, they played yesterday. They played against
Ipswich
Town.
Yes, in the FA Cup, they did play against Ipswich Town, and they lost 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, so, but before they had that loss against Leeds, they were doing very, very well. I think 4 or 5 games on the bounce, they were winning. And QPR, they were doing really well, and then they hit a blip, and they had 2 losses. But in their last game against Blackburn, they got back to winning ways.
Yes.
So, what's your prediction for this one, mate?
I can see only one winning here. It's Coventry City.
And
2-1.
2-1. Okay, I've gone for the same scoreline as you, and I've gone for a 2-1 Coventry City win as well.
What about the Wesley Schnauzer?
Yes, Mr. Schnauzer, what's your prediction?
Coventry City versus Queen's Park Rangers. I couldn't make my mind upon this one, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Coventry losing their last game, and Queen's Park Rangers winning their last game.
Game number 2 is
Derby County versus Oxford United.
Yes, Derby County versus Oxford United. Now, Derby County, they sacked their manager, Paul Warne.
Yes.
And I think they have an interim manager at the moment. And in their last game, they got a draw
Against Canaries.
And that was a good draw, because before that, they were losing every week. 4 or 5 on the bounce they were losing.
They 1 point get out the red zone.
Yeah, and then Oxford United, after going on that amazing run, in their last 3 games, they haven't won their last 3 games. They did draw 2 of them, but their last game, they lost against Burnley, which you can forgive them for that, because Burnley are a very good side.
And also, what's Oxford? They played very well against Burnley.
Yes, they did.
They should have scored their goals.
So, what's your prediction?
I'm saying 2-1 Oxford United.
2-1 to Oxford. I've gone for an Oxford win as well. I've gone 1-0 to Oxford.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley?
Derby County versus Oxford United. Oxford United losing their last game. Derby County getting rid of their manager and drawing their last game. Have they turned a corner? I think so, and I'm going 1-0 to Derby County.
Game number 3 is
It's Portsmouth versus Cardiff City.
Portsmouth versus Cardiff City. Yes, let's speak about Portsmouth first. Portsmouth, they lost their last game, didn't they?
They lost 2-1 against Sheffield United.
Yeah, but I think you watched it, didn't you?
They shouldn't put their chances in.
They didn't put their chances away. Right, okay. And Cardiff City. Now, Cardiff City were reeling from a 7-0 drubbing by Leeds United in their last game.
They got smashed.
They did get smashed. But then they came into the FA Cup and they beat Stoke City.
3-3, because it was
A draw.
and then they won it.
They won it. Okay, they won 4-3 then.
Yeah.
Okay, and they do have one of our players there.
Will Alves.
Will Alves, yes. So, what are you going for on this one, mate?
One thing I can see them winning is Portsmouth.
Portsmouth win for you.
They're very good at home.
What's the score?
2-1.
2-1. I've gone the other way. I've gone for a Cardiff win. I've gone 3-1 to Cardiff.
Are you a Bluebird fan?
No, but I'm just saying I think Cardiff will win. What about you, Mr. Schnauzer?
Portsmouth versus Cardiff City. Portsmouth not doing that well, just above the relegation zone, only winning once in their last 5 games. Cardiff, though, they lost their last game as well, but are doing slightly better. That's why I've gone for a 2-1 Cardiff City win.
Game number 4 is
It's Watford versus Leeds United.
Watford versus Leeds United. Now, Watford, they are in 10th position in the league at the moment, and they did have 3 losses on the bounce, but in their last game they got a draw
Against Sunderland, the Black
against Sunderland. So, are they picking up? I don't know after 1 game, but Leeds United,
They got win 2-0 row.
yes, they did, and they sit top of the league. And their last game, we just mentioned it, they beat Cardiff
7-0.
7-0. But in the FA Cup, they just played in the FA Cup and lost 2-0 to Millwall.
Yeah.
So, what's your prediction for this one, mate?
I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Like Deadman 2-2.
You're going for a 2-2 draw. I've gone for a Leeds United win, mate. I've gone 3-1 to Leeds United.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley?
Watford versus top of the table Leeds United. Watford not doing so well recently, and they did get a draw in their last game, but I can't see nothing but a Leeds United win, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Leeds United.
Game number 5 is
It's Norwich City versus Preston North End.
Norwich City versus Preston North End. Now, Norwich City, where are they in the league?
8th.
They're 8th in the league. They haven't lost in their last 3, and in their last game, they drew, didn't they?
Yes, against Derby County.
A Derby County draw. Yeah, so Derby County did well there. Preston North End, however, they're in 15th position, and
They lost against Blackburn 2-1.
they did. So what's your prediction for this one, mate?
2-1 Canaries.
2-1 Canaries. I've gone for a Desmond. I've gone for a 2-2 draw for this one. Mr. Schnauzer.
Norwich City versus Preston North End. Norwich haven't lost in their last 3, and they drew their last game. Preston did lose their last game. That's why I've gone for a 5-goal thriller. I've gone 3-2 to Norwich City.
Game number 6 is
It's Bristol City versus Stoke City.
a tale of
The Tails.
2 cities. Okay, Bristol City. They're in what position? They're in the league. Ninth in the league. And they did lose their last game, didn't they, against Swansea?
A shock.
Yes. And
So,
Stoke have picked up a little bit. I mean, they haven't lost in the last 2 games, and they won their last game.
2-1 against Hull City.
They did.
Like
So,
that. clawing off them.
But they are right down there, aren't they? They're 18th in the league, hovering above the relegation zone. So what's your prediction for this one, mate?
I can see only one win here. Bristol City.
Bristol City.
2-1.
2-1. I've gone for another draw. I've gone 1-1 draw for this game.
You're going like drawings.
Yes, I am. And Mr. Schnauzer, your prediction, please.
Bristol City versus Stoke City. Both teams losing their last game. I think Stoke City will just edge this, and I'm gone 2-1 to Stoke City.
Game number 7 is
Burnley versus Hull City.
Burnley versus Hull City. Burnley third in the league at the moment. They got the tightest defence in the league, I think.
Yeah,
They don't win by much, although they did against Plymouth. And Hull City, they sit hovering just above the relegation zone, and they lost their last game.
Not looking good for them, Dad.
It's not, mate. It's not. Who did they lose to? Stoke.
2-1.
Yeah. So, what are you going to go for on this one? Did Burnley play in the FA Cup?
Yes, they beat Southampton 1-0.
Yeah. So I can't hold out much hope for Hull. What are you going for?
I'm going for 3-1 Burnley.
3-1 Burnley. I've gone 2-0 to Burnley for this one.
You're going for a clean sheet this time.
Yep. And Wesley Schnauzer.
Third in the table, Burnley versus Hull City. I can only see one winner in this. Burnley, who don't score many goals, but I think they will win 1-0 in this game.
Game number 8 is
Plymouth versus Millwall.
Yes, Plymouth Argyle versus Millwall. Now let's talk about Plymouth. Yes, after Wayne Rooney departed, they appointed Austrian manager Mayan Musli.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right. I mean, in the last 2 games, they haven't lost. They drew 1 and won 1. An impressive win against West Brom. But what's even more impressive is today, whilst we were filming, they just beat Liverpool in the cup.
Against their leaders.
Yes, against the Premier League leaders. They beat Liverpool 1-0 and knocked him out of the cup. So Myron Muslik has been doing some magic there, hasn't he?
Got a magic cap on.
Yeah. So and what about Millwall? What's happened to Millwall?
Millwall beating Leeds United 2-0
in the cup?
Yes, in FA Cup.
What about their league position? What have they done in their league? They've won 3 in a row in the league.
Wow.
So this will be a tough game for both clubs. What have you gone for on this one, mate?
I've gone Argyle win, home win. I'm going for 2-1.
2-1 for an Argyle win. Having just looked at and seen Millwall's record recently, I don't know if I'm going to change my mind or not. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick to what I said. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Plymouth.
I want Plymouth to stay up, Dad.
I think they will now with this manager. So yeah, that's our prediction. What about Mr. Schnauzer? What are you thinking?
Plymouth Argyle versus Millwall, 2 resurgent teams in the Championship. Plymouth Argyle knocking Liverpool out of the FA Cup. Millwall not beaten in their last 3. They're winning their last 3 on the bounce. I think Millwall will just edge this by a goal to 0.
Game number 9 is
Sunderland versus Luton Town.
Sunderland versus Luton Town. Now, Sunderland, they're still 4th in the league at the moment. Haven't lost in their last 5, but they did draw their last game 2-2, didn't they?
Watford.
Against Watford.
Then before that, they won 3-2 against Middlesbrough.
They did. And their opponents,
Luton not doing that great, I'm going to say it.
yeah, they're in the relegation zone. But they did draw their last game.
Yeah. We don't know who they're against.
I know who it is against. It's against Sheffield Wednesday, yes. I don't know. I can't see Luton winning this. Can you?
I'm saying 3-1 to Sunderland, the Black Cats.
3-1 to Sunderland. I've gone 2-0 to Sunderland, the Black Cats.
I'm going for a clean sheet to Tandem.
Yes, I am. Wesley Schnauzer?
Sunderland versus Luton Town. Sunderland sit 4th in the league and Luton Town are in the bottom 3. I can see only one winner in this and it's Sunderland. I'm going to go 2-1 to Sunderland.
Game number 10 is
Swansea City versus Sheffield Wednesday.
Swansea City versus Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, so let's start off with Swansea City.
They got cruised 3 points. They won 1-0 against Bristol City.
They did, but before that, they had about 3 or 4 on the bounce. They lost, didn't they? They were on bad form there, so they got back to winning ways in this game, in their last game. Right, and Sheffield Wednesday. What about Sheffield Wednesday?
They hit and miss. They won game and win games and draw.
Yeah, so in their last 5 games, they've only won once. No, and then the last game they lost, didn't they?
Against Blackburn.
So I don't know. This is a tricky one to predict, isn't it?
I'm going to say Bacon wins Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm not gonna go for the same scoreline though. I'm gonna go for a narrow 1-0 win for Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, what about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley?
Swansea City versus Sheffield Wednesday. Swansea City getting a win after about 4 or 5 losses on the bounce, and Sheffield Wednesday losing their last game. That's why I've gone for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 11 is
It's Sheffield United against Middlesbrough.
Sheffield United against Middlesbrough. Sheffield United sits 2nd in the league. They won their last game 2-1 against Portsmouth.
Yes.
And Middlesbrough, they're hit and miss, aren't they?
Hit and miss.
Yeah, they've lost their last 2 games. 3-2 was their last game, wasn't it?
Against the Black Cats.
Yeah, that was the North East Derby.
Yeah.
They did buy in some players as well, didn't they?
They got Inacho.
They get on loan. They got Inacho on loan. He'll start firing for them, I'm sure.
He probably will, yeah.
Did he play in this game?
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Okay, probably paperwork didn't go through or something. Right, so
let's talk about Tom Cannon.
Well, there's 2 of our players there now, isn't there? Tom Cannon is at Sheffield United, and Hamza Chowdhury is at Sheffield United on loan.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean they did win their last game. So, what's your prediction for this one?
No, I'm saying 2-1 to the Blade.
2-1 to the Blades. What have I said? I've said exactly the same as you. I've gone 2-1 to the Blades as well.
And I've got to say something about Harvey.
Yeah, we just want to say our heartfelt condolences to the young lad who got stabbed, the 15-year-old Blades fan.
And also, I'm friends with him as well.
Yeah, mine Silver Fox was a friends with him, and we just want to say our condolences to the family.
And also, love you all, mate.
Yeah. So that's game number 11. Wesley, what about your prediction?
Sheffield United versus Middlesbrough. Sheffield United sits 2nd in the league, winning 2 on the bounce in their last 2 games. Middlesbrough not doing so well, just outside the playoffs. I think this will be a 5-goal thriller. I'm going 3-2 to Sheffield United.
Game number 12 and the last game of the midweek kickoffs is
West Brom versus Blackburn, the Flatburn.
Blackburn Rovers. Okay, so West Brom versus Blackburn Rovers. West Brom, where are they at the moment?
They're 5th in the league.
5th in the league. They won their last game, didn't they?
Yeah, Adam Armstrong scored the first goal.
Yes, that was is it a loan signing from Southampton?
Yep.
So yeah, Tony Mowbray working his magic there. And
Blackburn lost today against 2-0.
That's in the FA Cup.
Yep.
They go 2-0 to Wolves, they lost. But in their last game, they're in the playoffs as well, in 6th position. And they lost against QPR 2-1 in their last game in the league.
Wow.
So, what's your prediction for this last game, mate?
2-0 Blackburn.
2-0 to Blackburn. Okay, well, I've gone 2-1 to West Brom.
Oh.
Yeah, so Mr. Schnauzer, what's your prediction?
West Brom versus Blackburn Rovers. West Brom in that 5th place and winning their last game. Blackburn Rovers are in 6th place, but they lost their last game. That's why I think this will be another West Brom win, and it will be 3-1 to the Baggies. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, and we've reached our target of 6,000 subscribers. Our new target is 7,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys, that concludes all our predictions for these midweek games, and we will see you on the next one.
In a couple of days.
Yeah, it's a tight schedule this week, isn't it? We've got the midweek fixtures, and then we've got all the championship fixtures again at the weekend, and we've got the Premier League predictions to do as well. So bear with us, and we will be back. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to the channel and helping us to reach 6,000 subscribers. So we'll see you on the next one. Adios, amigos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.